And ooh. Finally, we are back after a little bit of a shuffle here. My name is Sebastian. If you didn't already know, I'm very happy to be here once again here at Motive Racing. As we see here, Grandad Steve going for a little slide. It is today the feature race of the last race of the GT5 Championship, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm hosting today's session with no other today than Honey Badger. Honey Badger, how are you doing, mate?
I'm alright, mate. Good evening. Glad to have you here. How are you doing tonight, Seb?
I'm doing really good. I hope that we can see if we can get you a little bit louder. Unfortunately, we'll have to try.
Can you hear me now?
Let's see. Can you speak once again?
Yeah, can you hear me, Seb?
I think I can. Yeah, we are seeing here qualifying last 5 minutes. Like I said, we had a little bit of an issue here, but it's all good. It's all safe. We also hope that you'd like the new intro that's been shown. 4 minutes remaining, and the top 5 cannot join in the qualifying.
Yeah, it's part of the rules here in Motive Racing. The top 5 from the sprint race, obviously, are the fastest drivers of the evening. And obviously, we want to give them the most competitive race they can. So they're going to start from the back this evening. At the moment, we do have Archel on pole, just behind is Gerino, who had a brilliant race in the sprint. Unfortunately had some damage, so he's able to qualify in this one. Who have you got your eye on for qualifying, Seb?
Who do you know what? I'll give it to Archel. I've not seen much of him, unfortunately. But yeah, I do put my money on him a little bit. It's very interesting to see at the moment. Thank you, by the way, for having me, Honey Badger. Great stuff, like always, and great stream as well. Very, very, very fun, and obviously a little bit of love to me and to Matt. Obviously, people say that they cannot hear you very well. Unfortunately, we hope that we can fix it more and more as we continue the stream. But yeah, I mean, Matt, great stream. Let's see if we can fix it here for you right now, buddy. We're going to put a lot of decibels on you if we can.
I'll see if there's anything I can do on my end, but I don't think there is.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do at the moment. But yeah, I mean, top 5 cannot participate. They will be at the bottom of the grid. Can you talk once again, Matt? Just to see if it's better.
I was about to announce that Motoring Morgan is now the champion of Tier 1 for this season in GT5, so that's brilliant that he's wrapped it up even before the last race. We were hoping to get an interview with him, but due to the technical difficulties we will try and get him in at the end of the race.
Yeah, in the meantime, we also have Ian over here, our Scottish person here for he's been with you already a couple of times. But yeah, I mean, don't do that. I get it on my screen as well. That really, no, please don't.
Oh, really? Come on, man. Where's the professionalism?
Oh my goodness me. Well, yeah, they've drawn a penis on my screen. Thank you very much for that. We're using Zoom for the first time since Discord is having an issue today. So we found a backup. At least we found a backup. But yeah, I mean, I feel like a teacher now at this very moment. That has to set with these annoying kids. Yeah, I mean, how are you doing, Ian? How's everything?
No bad. Just, as well as you can during these days with this whole pandemic going on.
Right, give me 1 second. I'm gonna turn his annotate rights off because he's really.
No. The penis was not. The penis was him. Not. I'm doing the Scotland flag.
The thing is, I can't see the screen. I need to be able to see the screen properly, man. I'm doing the graphics as well. You're making my life hard, man. Anyway, I'm happy you guys can't see what I'm seeing at this very moment because you guys would be more disappointed than I am. But yeah, who do you guys have your money on the last 30 seconds of this stream?
Well, I can't see anything right now because from my screen, the stream is very laggy from what I'm looking at for the Zoom.
Let's see if we can fix that. Honey Badger,
No, come
maybe
on.
get a cheers for that. Honey Badger, maybe see if you can get a share party with Ian.
Yeah,
Maybe
sure
he can
do
see
now.
better on his end.
We're just reaching the end of this qualifying session, Seb. Only 5 seconds to go now. At the moment, we do have Archel on pole. And let's just
Not by
jump
much,
the whip.
however. I mean, we do see as well that STD RS is he is only 5 tenths away, so we do need to be careful with that. As we watch the rest of the race, he is he going to do his last lap, or was that no,
Yeah,
he
he's
is
just
doing
coming
his
through
last
the
lap.
chicane now.
He's doing his last lap as we speak, ladies and gentlemen. And there's obviously some great races. I am saddened that it's the last race of the season for the GT5, but if you want to see more, then make sure you stick with us as well for the GTEs and for the Renault Clio Cups that are coming next Monday and next Tuesday. As we see there, STDRS is going to do his final lap. Is it going to be any better than his previous? Only 5 tenths away from Archel. Is he going to do it? No, he isn't. Archel in first place in the Daytona feature race, ladies and gentlemen.
We've still got Ollie coming around the last corner though, Seb. Will he be able to catch those 3 seconds? He is just behind now, currently in 4th position. Ollie, oh no, he's not coming around the last corner, he's going through the chicane now, sorry about that.
Yeah, I had that issue with STDRS as well. It's very confusing, but as we see here, Ollie Moore down in 5th. ALTEL just getting in front of him when it needed to be, but is Ollie Moore going to do any revenge on him? Is he going to do it? He only has 1 minute remaining. Will he be able to do it? Olimar 2002, obviously the man who takes the racing very seriously. Maybe even a little bit too seriously, some might say. But obviously it's very competitive here. 5th in the standings. He is 3 seconds away from the lead.
Oh,
He isn't going to do it. He has finished. He has cancelled his lap. And that will allow ALTEL Peanut to get in front of him.
There we go, that's the end of qualifying for our feature race here at Motive Racing. Unfortunately, the last race of the season. So, starting on pole for our feature race, we have Archel. Just behind, we have ST Girino. Valguest in 3rd, ALTEL in 4th, Ollie Moore in 5th, Ugbe in 6th, John Boy in 7th, Grandad Stee in 8th, Malik in 9th, DJ Phil in 10th, RDJ in 11th, and then down there we have the drivers which finished in the top 5 for the first race. So
before we start this event, I usually do with Andy a top 3. Who do you guys have your money on? 3 drivers.
That's what I was about to say as well, Seb.
I mean, geniuses think alike, so.
Is that what they call it?
Shut up, you're Scottish, you don't know anything. You're drunk. Get
Oh,
out.
I don't drink. I think I've had 1 drink in my entire 23 years.
Fair enough. I wish I could say the same. Anyway, top 3, ladies and gentlemen. What are we thinking, gentlemen?
Well, for me, I don't really. It's definitely. I don't really think I have a set 3. I have more of a set 2, and that would have to be between the Only G and Champ.
Fair enough, because we also have to keep in mind that there is a mandatory pit stop in this feature race, so that might switch up the positions here. I mean,
Emu guy, jump in that, mate, and then I'll share, please.
Rightio.
I mean, Archel obviously has shown phenomenal pace, ladies and gentlemen, and but obviously it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't stop anybody else from being able to be in P1. Obviously, as we said, with the mandatory pit stop. Andy, who is in P13, are usually my co-commentator for these type of races. I figure for you guys as well. How has he been in the sprint race for the people that haven't seen it?
Yeah, so he did start in P7, I think he qualified, and then he moved up to P3, I think he was in the race. So brilliant race for him. We did see him in the Clios as well earlier on in the week, and I think he finished 3rd as well in the feature race for that. So brilliant showing from him.
Definitely. What's your opinion about Andy today, Ian? I mean, may I just remind you that whatever you will say, he will remember. and it will kind of change how long you'll stay here in Motive Racing, because he's not only the co-commentator, he's also the owner. So, you know.
No, yeah, he is a genuinely good driver. It's just like I say about the tier 2s, it is a very tricky track. Most of it is just try to keep up behind your opponents, and just try and keep up with that slipstream. But for Andy, he has a very precise and very consistent driver. It's just try to keep around and make sure that you give each other space in these corners.
As we start going, ladies and gentlemen, for the feature race, 16 laps to go. Usually you have 2 minutes around each lap, which means about 30 minutes of action, a little bit more than that. But yes, STDRS is on the outside in front of Archill, who's just about to go, and we're racing, we're green flag, ladies and gentlemen, here on Motive Racing, the last race here on the GT5s. STDRS on the outside here on the road course, here in Daytona, and we see there as well John Boy at the back in P6. He's looking a little bit at everybody at the moment, but he's having a kind of a chill moment here at least. As you see behind him, it's a lot of fun. As you see Smithy just about getting in front of the OBG, but the OBG is not having it, and we see Andy as well being somewhere around there. We see a little bit of lag over there in the orange car. Incredible scene so far. They've nailed the first turn of the last race of the GT5 so far. Gentlemen, what do you think so far?
Oh, it was a very good start. Very clean. Everybody giving each other plenty of space to move around, making sure there is any contact at all. Then we've just got a very good clean. Everybody staying together for the first lap. Not really seeing anybody stand out too much right now. But I just feel like this is going to be a very close race right now, especially for the final one of this season.
Definitely. Archill looking on the inside. STDRS obviously trying to get to that slipstream. We're on board with him at the moment. But as I want to say, we also have a lot of stuff at the back of the grid. Some great stuff actually happening. We have a battle for about 8th with RDJ at the moment, which could be interesting, as we see there's STDRS Gerino trying to make a move, trying to stay on the outside. Has he done it? Archill still not be able to make a move, just about on him, which is a beautiful moment on the lead. As we see there, Akbar, one of our Flying Dutchmen, getting pushed a little bit by RDJ. They are both side by side, however, not willing to give up. We see there Smithy in the meantime is trying to have a move on that as well, I think. No, that isn't Smithy. Sorry, my apologies. Who is that behind him? That's
Andy, I believe.
Andy, I think, who is there in the green car. Yeah, it is. It should be Andy, and he's now at the moment, and we see here maybe XT only G. Maybe we could have an onboard. Yes, we do. As he's looking at how this whole battle ends, as he is going now through the inside. Through the outside, sorry, more like. And he's squeezed into the middle between the green car and the red car, and he makes a move. He's now up to P10, ladies and gentlemen. Incredible scenes here at turn 1 in the second lap of the GT5s.
So yeah, just like I was saying to Honey Badger during the previous race, during that very first corner, it can very much catch you out when you're in a group like this. When you're going in there with a decent amount of speed, it can really catch you out.
JR saying not even the engine can drown Sabat. No, it cannot. I mean, I've been gone for the past couple of streams, so I need to make sure that I am back better than ever. But yeah, I mean, it's been amazing stuff so far. As we see here, the only G still on the back of this battle over here. As we're looking a little bit at the standing, somebody went a little bit. Someone spun out there just about, as we see the only G with what looks like a bar on his outside. This could be a recipe for disaster for the feature race. See if anything will happen. So far, nothing yet from John Boy. And what looks... No, sorry, it was ALTEL, it looks like. Yeah, I mean, it's a tight battle, but nothing so far. As John Boy spins it! John Boy spins it and loses a lot of time, and they crash! They crash out! They crash out, ladies and gentlemen! And that is not what you want to see on a final. That is not what you want to see on a final, ladies and gentlemen, here on the GT5s here at the Daytona road course.
Yeah, very unfortunate. John Boy was on the grass and he just didn't look like he had control over the car, and that's why he come back on the track. Obviously, an apology will be given to the foul there. Very unfortunate.
Yeah, we might want to have a replay of that once again. Let's see what has happened here. We see him spinning out. We see him crash. Obviously, you know, he was just standing there. He was just a visitor, nothing more than a bystander. Couldn't really do anything about the situation. But that's just how racing is sometimes. As we see here, Ukbar trying to make a move through the inside. As we see one of them spinning it out. I think that was Andy. Is Andy in the orange car? Is that him? Who
Yeah, Andy, that is orange, black and white. Andy's in just in 11th at the moment. We're there on board trackside with him.
Yeah, we see here, we're looking here at the comments. Yeah, Andy obviously saying he's down in P13. It won't be easy for him. And JR saying he's signing a petition, he spelled petition wrong, but whatever, to stop the abuse on Ukbar's cars. Well, Ukbar's had a very tough luck this whole season. I don't know if you remember, but he's had bad luck in I think it was in, well, he had bad luck here. I think he had bad luck as well in the Indy Road course, as well as many other circuits, unfortunately. Hopefully season 2, which will come in a couple of weeks, will be a better season for him.
I think in that case it's just the point of wrong place at the wrong time. Just, you know, probably just a little bit too much energy going on in that particular area. People were trying too hard and just making, you know, stupid errors that could have very easily been avoided.
And he's flying in the meantime, literally and figuratively. He's going out to P8. Is he going to try to make a move here? This sticker free, and he's making a crash. He's making a crash. He's caused a big crash. Yeah, Andy. Unfortunately, even though you're the owner, this is not without any penalties. And I suppose this was not necessarily a malicious intent, but free wide onto a corner like that is never a good idea.
Never, especially one that goes in straight to a chicane, especially at those speeds.
Yeah, you'll be lucky to know at home that Andy is not on the Marshall team and will not be proceeding in these steward inquiries after this.
Yeah, we're looking at the full replay in the meantime. We're seeing Andy crash over there. Very unfortunate. Crashing 2 guys out as we look back in live mode. We see here the only G and what looks like... is that the only G? He's looking to make a move at Smithy, who is in the meantime trying to make a move on Ollie over there. And will they make any move stick? No, they won't so far. But obviously G, being in 6th, he obviously wants to see if he can make a move. But he also tries to see if they are going to make a mistake or trying to hold each other up. We are here at lap 4, ladies and gentlemen, and G, who looks like to be the fastest of the 3, he's trying to make a move on Olimar and is still not making it stick, unfortunately.
Yeah, if you joined us for race 1 for the tier 1 guys this evening, G did have an awesome battle with Champ, only 0.01 between those pair, which also meant that G could not qualify for this race. So he's had a brilliant start, managed to get up with these boys in 4 laps.
And unfortunately, Champ is all the way down in 15th, which is very unusual to see for a driver of his caliber.
Yeah, Champ is usually one of the more I wouldn't say better drivers, obviously, because you know, commentator, I'm unbiased, but he's one of the people that has who's not known to be down there. As we see, Motoring Morgan's trying to making a beautiful move on our Flying Dutchman over there. P9 for him. Is he still going to make a move, however, on Grandad Stee? That is the big question, ladies and gentlemen. He is having a look through the outside, but Grandad Stee obviously trying to make sure that Motoring Morgan backs down. He is pushing a little bit, however, still leaving him enough space. And we see here we're on board with our Flying Dutchman at the moment. He's obviously loving to see what's happening, as Grandad Stee looks like is going to the pits. So now Ukbar, it's all up to him to make a move at the moment, as we see 3 people, even 4 people going into the pits at the moment. Oh, Ukbar making a mistake over there. Ukbar making a mistake, going quite wide, but being able to recover. Jens, are you still here? Oh God, no. All right. Well, that's very unfortunate. That's horrible. Alright, we'll get a new meeting going. See if it works this time better than last time. But yeah, but it should be better than last time. Let's see if we can get anything from here. Please move the window away. Your screen sharing is being paused. Resume share. Shoot. Yeah. Well, we're having some issues at the moment with thingy with Zoom. I'm still in a meeting at the moment, but yeah, it's interesting. I think something must have happened with the connection in the meantime. As you see, Archil trying to survive from STDRS. STDRS having a beautiful look through the inside, but still is a little bit too far from the rest of the pack. And he's lost a lot of time in those corners. He just lost a lot of it, which is very unfortunate. In the meantime, we're still looking at Matt. Matt is also, I'm still looking at Matt, who's also having some issues over there. We'll see if there's any more issues with Discord or with Zoom or anything like that. But yeah, it's very unfortunate when these technical difficulties happen, but they do happen, ladies and gentlemen. They do happen, and it is what it is. Matt, however, in the meantime, Grandad Steve. Sorry, what am I saying, Matt? Grandad Steve, however, in the meantime, trying to hold on, trying to survive from Andy, our leader in this league, in the whole motor racing league. Is a Grandad Steve obviously looking a little bit through the outside, maybe going a little bit wide, and that obviously allows Andy for the move. But Grandad Steve is still looking through the outside, and he's now taking the slipstream. Great stuff here from Andy. Beautiful stuff. He waited for Grandad to make a mistake. Grandad did make a mistake, and it cost him, unfortunately. But it is what it is. I'll see if I can. I'll see if we can get him back. Get the fellas back if I hear nothing from Ian at this point, who needs to unmute his mic. Let's see if we can hear anything from the fellas. Oh shoot, it's on me. Hello?
Hello?
Yep, sorry. Yep, that was
Can you hear me,
completely
sir?
my fault.
What the fuck did you do this time?
Sorry?
What the hell happened this time?
I apparently accidentally muted my whole desktop audio, so that's
Oh my god, man.
Wait, give me a second, give me a second. There we go. Try and say something again.
Hello.
All right.
Seb thinks he runs this show on his own.
Because I do. Because I do.
Yeah. Sorry.
They gave me the key to the kingdom. You know, the key to the kingdom. So anyway, we are listening to the beautiful music of someone at the back, and in the meantime, we're still looking at the only G who's having a little, who's driving beautifully. However, Champion behind him is having a moment. That is H Ukbar, yeah, and Champ Ukbar, obviously he wants to make sure he gets back into the points.
Yeah, we've also got to bear in mind, Seb, who's pitted and who hasn't yet. I'm guessing these boys further down the field have pitted and will be looking to chase down the ones which haven't yet. Who, once they get out of the pits, it will be closer between these boys.
But the question for you folks is, well, you two here is, would you rather get your pit done immediately, like 2 or 3 laps in, or would you rather wait till you're more halfway through the race before you do your pit?
Personally, I'd rather get it done early. Just so that
Rob made a mistake. Sorry to interrupt there, fellas, but Rob made a mistake. He's now onto the grass, unfortunately. He went a little bit too low, and it made him go completely down and lose his position. It was going to be a great attack from him onto Falgast. But it unfortunately didn't happen, and now he's going down to the pits, obviously, after that mistake.
Yeah, so very unfortunate there for Rob. But what, as I was saying, I'd prefer to pit early just so that I can get in the flow of things, not stopping the flow halfway through, and then I know everyone in front I have to chase. I'd rather be able to know I'm chasing people and it not be pointless for me to be pushing myself and possibly spin out or something. Know that I'm pushing to chase people that are in contention with me.
What about you, Seb?
I mean, yeah, I always try to do the undercut on drivers. However, with me in this thing is I love when my tires start sliding a little bit, especially in Daytona. I don't know why I do, but I do. But just for strategy's sake, I would definitely undercut the rest of the people just to make sure I have that already in my I have that already done, and I don't have to do my mandatory pit stop anymore.
Well, that's a very good one. For me, I always wait till roughly about lap 9, lap 10, then by that point I make sure that I've got enough gap so that the guy that's behind me doesn't get too far in front of me, so that way I can just go in after I've got myself into the groove of the map, then just go out.
In the meantime, I don't know if you saw it, gentlemen, but I think that was Champ who made a beautiful, who tried to make a move on G, but G was having none of it. And made a switchback move through the inside on Daytona. I don't know if you guys saw the intro that we tried to make on the new one, but the amount of times that we've tried to make a switchback move just to make it look cool and it failed miserably was incredible.
Especially on that fucking out in park, man.
Yeah, but let's see if we can make a move in the meantime. Yeah, it seems like G has made his move.
Got damage.
Eltel does have damage. That's a lot of damage. Flex tape can't fix that.
Let's do I have a look at see if anybody has any penalties.
Let's see. In the meantime, while we are doing that, let's also go back into the replay to see into the switchback move that we've seen from G and Champ. It was a beautiful move, and also in part of a corner where it's not easy to replicate. I mean, this whole circuit is difficult to replicate the switchback moves, but especially not this one.
Oh, as we look at Ollie Martin fourth, he has a 12-second penalty.
12-second penalty.
Possibly speeding in the pits would give you a 10-second penalty, so we do know he has got that new wheel this week, and obviously he might be struggling with buttons assigned to it at the moment.
Yeah, but it is going to be, regardless new wheel or not new wheel, it will be a game changer for him. Unfortunately, he is only 3 seconds away, I think, from fifth. So he really needs. Sorry, Smithy. Yeah. Is he not? How much time?
Yeah.
Yeah. Somewhere around that. 4 seconds, 5 seconds. But he really needs to speed up the pace if he wants to make a change.
Yeah. That, or he's just going to end up losing a place, and it's just going to go horrible for his points.
In the meantime, also a quick mention: we want to thank the Royal Gamers Life and Limester for following us on Twitch. If you haven't done so, make sure you do as well. It's like I said, it's free, and you will be notified whenever we are live every Monday, Tuesday, and Friday, ladies and gentlemen. As we look here, a beautiful move from what seems to be Champ on the inside of Grandad's D in that bus stop chicane.
Another thing about Champ that I've noticed, he is very good at intimidating and forcing people to go wide when he can easily just slip into the inside. So that's how he gets his places.
Yeah, but I mean, it seems to work for him. I think he's one of the drivers that already went to pit, so he can easily maneuver over there. He also has fresher tires, I suppose, than most of the drivers, as he is trying to make a move on G. Is he going to do it? We can just about see it. He's on the outside. This time, what you said, Ian, is not one of those times, but he is going to brake a little bit later than G is, obviously having that advantage through the outside, and that's all she wrote up in P7. Let's see if we can see if there's another move over there. The only G trying to stick it back. Let's see if they're going to make another switchback move. No, G backing off just about of that, and just in time actually, because it looked like he was about to make a mistake, but he just about didn't. So great stuff from him. As we see, Eltel also trying to survive. He obviously has the damage, as we said. I mean, I couldn't even imagine what's going through his head at the moment. He can barely see the whole track, let alone his opponents. But yeah, in case he does know because of the lights that RDJ is a big threat to him.
Well, right now it seems that Alitel went for the weight reduction package with his vehicle, but it doesn't seem to be really working out for him.
As we look back at the penalties.
Rob has a 1 second penalty at the moment, so that's who ALTL's battling with.
Right.
As long as he can keep that gap, it should be okay.
Alright, let's see if we can get it back on the live feed, ladies and gentlemen. We are looking as well at ALTL once again, who seems... Oh, Rob seems to have made a mistake somewhere.
Oh.
Rob seems to have made a mistake. He's 5 seconds off at the moment. Either you made a mistake or... No, that's basically it. You made a mistake somewhere.
Yeah, I think he might have cut it a little bit.
Unfortunate that we didn't have that on stream, ladies and gentlemen, today. But yeah, I mean, it's been great. STDRS still trying to hold on. Obviously, he had the advantage in Daytona. He wasn't P1. He started off as P2, but on the outside, whether it's the road track or whether it's the NASCAR track, on the outside is really where you want to be in Daytona, at least in turn 1. Oh, he makes a mistake, and that allows for Archil to get into first place, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting, Seb, to see where these come out, because these pair haven't pitted yet. These pair have just been battling for the last 10 laps now. 38 seconds back is Ollie, our third place driver, so depending where these pair come out after the pit stop, we should then have had everyone in the pits.
Well, I believe that the pits on this track are roughly about 50 to 20 seconds, because there is a lot of that the pit lane after the limit comes off. So you've got to be really careful of that, and you're really still kept down on your speed at that point.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I heard from some people that there is a glitch which can make you go into the pit within a second, which we do not condone, by the way, just FYI. Which I hope none of the drivers are using. But yeah, I mean, there is a glitch, and it is exploitable, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, obviously people still need to think of their strategy, and we'll see how it will play out for the rest of the field. As we see STDRS trying to make a move back through the outside, and now he has the advantage on the inside, and he makes it like it's a Sunday stroll, and he's back into P1 in front of Archil, who tried to defend the position, tried to defend P1, but he after finally being there ever since that he got into pole position, he managed to do it for one lap, but that's it. That's the finish of him, at least being a competitor for now for the lead of the race.
A brilliant battle going on here for third position between Ollie and Fal as they turn into the first corner on lap 11 of the race. Both of them battling for championship points. Very strong contenders throughout the season, these pair.
Yeah, Olimar, obviously a very strong contender. Like I said, maybe he's taking sim racing a bit too serious, but you do see that it pays off his seriousness, and it's absolutely great to see what he is able to do with that, and he manages to defend well. I always thought that Olimar is one of the people that defends really well against his competitors, who knows the competitor's way of driving. He reads into them, and obviously Felgast is going to have a difficult time getting into that last podium place. Let's see.
Yeah, definitely. So further down the track, we do see another battle going on with Akbar and Malik.
Yeah, Akbar and H2 Malik. Let's see if there is going to be anything. I mean, Akbar, who had a lot of issues already, he's obviously the he makes a mistake! He makes a mistake! He spun it right in front of H2 Malik. That is incredible scenes over here. And he is down to P12 after trying to defend from H2 Malik. He cracked under the pressure. And that's the end of his adventure so far.
He's just in front of AR Tal now, just there. So there might be another battle coming up between these pair.
I'm just looking at the standings for Tier 1 right now, and if things go well between Malik, Falgez, Akbar, and RDJ, things may be interesting. The RDJ right now being in last, it might not bode well for him in the final standings.
Sorry, I don't want to interrupt you, but there's a big battle going on between Ollie and Falgest as well. I don't know if you might want to have a look at that. As we still see, maybe we want to stick to this, I don't know, whatever you want. Oh, well, we are going to Olimar and Falgast. Great battle still between them. Olimar, like I said, he's going to have a hard time. No, Falgast is going to have a hard time trying to outsmart Olimar in this race. Yeah,
oh,
sorry.
yeah, definitely, especially with Olimar being in 4th position on the final standings. Well, things do look pretty good for Ollie on the final standings right now. As like I said, he is in fourth, but it's only second to Smithy, which he is currently at fifth on the race right now.
Yeah, as we also have a look at the replay once again, it's such a shame. I just saw it as well. Ukbor, who crashed out. If you missed it. However, he basically he just spun out. He clapped. He clapped. He he cut the grass.
Yeah, well, that deserves a round of applause for that one.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Don't put it all.
Oh God.
What
Usually
was
thinking
that?
you can. Usually
Can't get
thinking
the
you
snap.
can.
I'm not native English, so that's my defense over there. But I mean, he just clipped the grass, is what I tried to say, just a little bit. But unfortunately, the grass here is very unforgivable here in Daytona, especially at the corners for the road course. As we still see Motoring Morgan trying to make a move on Smithy, but Smithy's still not having any of it. He's flickering his lights, saying, "Come on, let me pass, let me through. I am faster than you."
Just falling back on what you said there, Seb, about the corners and all that on this track, especially on that chicane. If you take that a little bit too wide or too fast, you are going to clip that grass or that yellow corner pad, and you'll be out.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. I see it happen all the time as we see Falgas trying to make a wide move. Is that part of the strategy that we see over there? I'm not too sure. But he is braking very late. I think he's had it with Ollie at this point. He really wants to make sure he can get that move done.
Yeah, Ollie and Fal currently both have penalties. But obviously Ollie has that 12-second penalty, so he's just slowing down Fal at the moment.
Yeah, I think that's also the reason why Fal often is flickering his lights, because he's just saying, "Come on, mate, you're slowing both of us down. Just let me have it." But obviously, I guess for Ollie, it's this thing where it's more for bragging rights than it is for Falgas, because Falgas knows that he is going to, if it is going to stay the way that it is, he's going to stick it to third place. It's not a big issue for him other than that he gets slowed down. But for Ollie, he obviously wants to show his skills. He's not one of those drivers that lets him pass, even if he has a minute-long penalty, which we hope never happens. But you never know here at Project Cars. The stewards are a bit intoxicated from time to time. As we see Smithy trying to hold on from Motoring Morgan, but Motoring Morgan trying to hold on beautifully. He's now on the outside of Smithy. Is he going to make a move? Late braking is what he has to do, but Smithy obviously with the advantage. No! It is Motoring Morgan on the outside who manages to make the move on Smithy.
Absolutely phenomenal overtake. Very clean, giving each other the right amount of room, no errors at all.
Yeah, but Smithy
that's
still...
definitely why Motoring Morgan is our championship winner for this season.
Even though he is the championship winner, Motoring Morgan is still under a lot of heat, under a lot of pressure from Smithy. Smithy obviously is not having any of this. He is now on the outside. Let's see what's going to happen. Only 10 milliseconds, even less than that, are separating them when they go on the start-finish line. Obviously Smithy now with the late braking, he has the advantage being on the outside on the road course, but he goes very wide, and that allows Motoring Morgan to get in front of him, and that's as long for now at least. That's as the end for them being side to side. 110 separating them. Smithy going quite late on the brakes. So does Motoring Morgan, but Motoring Morgan outbrake being a bit too aggressive on the brakes, but he manages to hold on, and that is P5 for Motoring Morgan.
Still got this battle going on for third between Fal and Ollie.
It's just like I was saying to Adger earlier on. It's with these cars, if you end up braking too hard, you lose all your speed. It takes forever for you to get that speed back up, and then if you're battling with somebody and they get the better of that corner, you're just gonna get left behind.
You are, unfortunately. It's one of those things that I don't know how to say it. I mean, Morgan obviously he's shown his class through the whole season. it will be a difficult one for Smithy so far still, to get back on that position. Obviously, he's battling now against the champ, as we see it, and as I suppose many of the people see it right now here as well. On a lot of the drivers see it right now. But he is trying to make a move through the outside. Is he going to be able to do it? Smithy is just about. He's still there. He's still there. I feel like I'm a spotter at the moment. Smithy is there on the outside, and Motoring Morgan has it all to play for. Let's see if he's going.
We have Champ coming up the back.
Yeah, Champ obviously loving what's happening at the moment. He only wishes that it's going to end badly so that he can get that P5. Obviously, they are both slowing him down. Is it going to be free wide? It looks like it is. Could we go trackside maybe? Yes, we are. Champ now as well joining the battle, and he manages to get into P5 immediately.
Fantastic.
But
driving.
Motoring Morgan is not having any of this, and that's a big crash. That's a big crash, unfortunately. And Champ tried to have a big risk, big reward type of thing, but it just fell back on him massively.
Yeah, very unfortunate. It did look like Champ went on the brakes earlier than the other boys, and the boys didn't expect it. Contact was made.
Yeah.
Yeah, very unfortunate. We are here at the penultimate lap, ladies and gentlemen, as Champ still goes very wide. I wonder. I think he cannot believe what has happened. 1 second he was 5th, and then the next second he's lost it all once again.
He's
Yeah,
just been
these two
completely
boys at the
thrown off.
front. Sorry to interrupt you. I was just
No,
going to
you're
say, I
fine.
don't know if these boys at the front have, well, even know they've got to take a mandatory pit, because I don't think they have at the moment. 45 seconds in front of Fal. That battle going on for 3rd position, but Ollie does have that penalty. We've got to remember 12 seconds, that is.
Yeah, he's just hoping for the best from Olimar's
There we
perspective.
go. Our two leaders are in the pits now, so we'll have to keep an eye on that as them pair when they come out. We'll keep an eye on our provisional 1st and 2nd at the moment.
Yeah, I mean they're doing great. I mean,
Ollie's went wide.
Ollie's went wide.
Missed the chicane.
Yeah, Ollie's went
Ollie's
wide, but
on
fair
safety.
play. Sorry there. Sorry, say.
I'll just say he came back on safely, which is good to see from our drivers.
I was about to say the exact same thing, but what I was also trying to say is that Falgas, obviously the leaders have chosen a perfect time. Arch and STDRS are already both out, and that's great to see both of them like that, as Falgas kind of hits the barrier, but not too bad of damage. And it's great to see, it's crazy to see that Arch.
Somebody's on the grass.
Somebody is. I completely missed that, but somebody is on the grass. I think that must be RDJ. It is RDJ. Yeah, it is RDJ. Yeah, it is RDJ, because the for whatever reason the camera doesn't want to change. We have a lazy cameraman here, unfortunately, but he is.
So on the last lap, we have our two leaders here.
Probably he doesn't have any
1.6
fuel.
seconds.
Oh, it might have, either that or this might have engine failure.
Maybe we can have a look at that later. But yeah, STDRS and Archil already battling already for what looks to be like the whole race already for 1st place. But like I said, Archil and STDRS had a great move over there, and they made it look incredibly easy, surprisingly, because they went into the pits and they stayed at the exact same place than they were previously. I think Archil got in front of STDRS in the pits, if I'm correct, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think so. He might have that trick that some people are using, the 1.3, I think, second pit stop it is.
Yeah, but then STDRS would use the same thing, otherwise he wouldn't be about only 1 second behind.
Well, I guess we could easily save the replay and have a look at it there.
Maybe. In the meantime, we're still looking at Archil, who is going into one of the last corners of the Daytona road circuit. He's managed to be in P1 at the start. He's had a lot of trouble going into the race, as STDRS was a great competitor for him. But Archil, 16, makes it here in the feature race at the last lap of the race. At the last race of the season of the GT5, and STDRS there, as well as we may want to have a look at Falgast, who's now in P3. He is there also at the end. Great stuff from everybody over here at the feature race, and great stuff throughout the whole season at the GT5s.
Well, I can guarantee you right now that Falgas will be moving up the leaderboard for the final set of points.
There we go. Ollie finishes 5th overall, which is fair enough due to his speeding penalty in the pit lane.
Yes.
Has Smithy crushed across the line?
Smithy, I think
No,
He has come across the line. I don't know.
I don't know if he has. I think he's just run out of fuel as he did. I'm not. No, he hasn't.
Yeah,
he
he
hasn't
has crossed
crossed.
the line.
He hasn't.
oh,
No, has he? Yeah, he has. He has. He has. He has. Sorry, my apologies. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, he's
sorry,
got-
you're-
he's
It
He's
looks
going-
like
you're
he's
correct.
pushing Rob. Yeah.
He's trying to push Rob. We're seeing an original Cars movie 2000 kids will remember. So yeah, Ukbar in the last of, I think the last of the
Top,
main
yeah.
drivers, of the people who managed to do 17 laps, and obviously congratulations to Falgest being in front of that. Absolutely incredible stuff here, ladies and gentlemen, as from what we've seen.
just seriously unfortunate for our DJ being at a 13-minute gap.
Yeah, I mean it is unfortunate, but obviously the stewards here are ruthless. They do not care, and Motoring Morgan, sorry, yeah, you know I mean he had nothing to lose anyway, so
No.
it is what it is.
Well-
ALTEL crosses the finish line, and that's the end of this season's GT5 race, ladies and gentlemen.
From what I've been hearing from our DJ is he has been having trouble with a lot of his cars lately.
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, seeing as we haven't been able to shut you up all night, Seb, why would we shut you up now? Go on, read the results, aren't we?
Well, if you insist, as we see here, Archill 16 making a great comeback from what was his pole position, but down to second and now back up to first. STDRS up into second place. Falgast taking the last podium position after Motoring Morgan came after Ollie Moore had that penalty. And then Motoring Morgan down in fourth, Champ in fifth, sixth is Smithy, seventh, obviously due to an unfortunate 14-second penalty, is Ollie Moore, and Grandad Steve, one of the only drivers in the midfield with no penalty, down in eighth. Andy, my co-commentator and the league creator, with a 13-second penalty, down in 9th. Ukbar, one of our Flying Dutchmen, down in 10th. 11th is H2 Malik. Jimboy. Did I say Jimboy? I meant John Boy. Jesus Christ, I'm tired. Really, the quarantine
Is
has
that the
messed me up
excuse?
as well. Shut up. I'm a mute you. John Boy, down in 12th. ALTEL, or as we call him, Peanuts, down in 13th. And DJ Phil is in 15th. And I think, RDJ, who did not manage to finish, or managed to finish in P10. He's, in lap 10. Jesus Christ. In 15th. And 16th, the only one that got a DQ is the only G. Quarantine has messed me up, and I'm tired, and everything. Those are my two excuses I will use.
And it's been a good wee while since you last commentated, so I'll give you that.
Sorry?
It's been a while since you last did on commentate, so I'll give you that.
Thank you. I have three valid excuses. Thank you for that one. I completely forgot about that excuse. But Ian and Matt, who was your driver of the day, would you say?
I would definitely have to give it to first place. He did fantastically to keep that first place. You know, it was just very consistent. You know, he did well to get into those pits, get out, and stay in first.
What about you, Matt, or Honey Badger, however you want to call it?
I've got to say, Motoring Morgan, under the pressure he's had during the build-up to this, he's a lot of battles he's been in during both races, like with Spiffy in the second one as well, and Champ joining in. He's not crumbled under the pressure, and he's managed to get the championship and take it away.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to pick one, I would choose Falgast. Obviously, great driving from his part, and obviously trying to stay as clean as he could. Very unfortunate, however, with that big crash with the free wide big crash. I think that was with Champ, if I'm not mistaken. Very unfortunate scenes, but congratulations to Motoring Morgan on winning the first season here at Motive Racing here at the GT5s. And before we close this, anything that you gentlemen want to say? Unfortunately, considering that we're on Zoom, we cannot really get post-race interviews. But anything that you guys want to say?
Well, we're glad to have you back, Seb. We didn't have to say much tonight.
I'm sorry if I took over a little bit.
No,
you're
it's
fine.
good to have you back, mate. I'm sure in the comments, plenty of positive things about you, and we can sort better things out for season 2. If you would like to join in and race, please feel free to go on our Facebook page, where the link to our Discord server is, and we can get you on the grid for season 2.
Yeah, thank you guys for helping me as well, make me do my stuff, and when I had to do my personal stuff. You guys have been absolutely phenomenal, Ian and Honey Badger, for real, really good stuff. I hope you guys can replace Andy. I hope I'll see you guys again.
I heard that.
No. Shit, he's seeing this as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this was my last episode here at Motive Racing now that Andy's heard this.
Yeah, thank you for all the drivers as well, obviously.
Yeah, thank you guys, for real. But it's not over yet so far. Sorry, yeah, you want to say something?
No, just thank you for making my first commentary. For a very pleasant one.
You've been great. I hope people understood you. But other than that,
fuck you.
But other than that, thank you guys for watching. If you guys want to join, good afternoon, Eddie. You're a bit late, but you can watch the replay later. And if you feel like joining, then make sure that you join our Discord. It's not finished yet, however. GTEs and Renault Clios are still up this Monday and this Tuesday, starting at 7 p.m. GMT, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, tier 3, tier 2 as well, starting at 7 o'clock on Monday for the GTEs.
Just for Seb's crowd, for the GTEs tier 3, keep an eye out for Emo Guy.
Well, anyway, we'll see you guys in the next one, ladies and gentlemen. And we will be back. I hope with Andy, Matt, and Ian. I wish I could have all 4 of them, so we'll see what we can do. But we will definitely be back this Monday. And we hope you stick around with us. Till then, have a great one.
Fuck you, imagine muting me, you dick.
Well, oh, there we go. Okay, you coming on PlayStation 7? No, let me talk. I have a voice.